Hey Chris, after configuring the GR plugin with Azure AD, the user lost his history. What can I do?
Okay, so your user lost the history. What that means is that UserSync actually created a new user. Yeah, so that when that user is coming in, he gets the first start wizard and he doesn't see any of his historic items. And that happens if the username doesn't match the old username. So a very common example is you used to have your user set up with your Active Directory account name, and now when you start synchronizing to Azure AD, you pull those users in via the Azure AD username, which is usually the full email address or at least your domain behind it. There are a few ways to fix it. The best thing is to just schedule a support meeting with us where we can do that with you together. But in a nutshell, one thing to solve that is if only the domain name is what's the difference in the usernames. You can use a regular expression in the UserSync setup to drop that. Or if if it's really the example of Active Directory account name, you can also change the attribute mapping in UserSync to not use the Azure AD UPN, but use the on-premise account name that is the same as your Active Directory login. And then it's important that at least on the first sync those usernames match so that those users can inherit the history. When you then want to migrate to the Azure UPN, for example, our plugin can support you with that. But it's described in our documentation, but feel free to schedule a meeting with us where you can do that together.